In this week's podcast, we discuss Tides of Life, which is airing this Sunday, and March being Women's Month, it's a good start to what you have in store during the month. So I am Kimani Mingai, and with me is Jeff Muthee. Hello, Jeff.
Hi, Kim. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I know you've been quite busy, especially like the last few weeks with some shoots.
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
We were working on a documentary in Iten,
Yes.
Eldoret, Kenya.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's something to look forward to. It's an exciting piece of documentary that is coming up.
Looking forward.
Thank you.
Good.
Yes.
So as I mentioned earlier, we are doing Tides of Life, in which we see this group of women down in Zanzibar doing seaweed farming.
Yes.
For the last 30 or close to 30 years,
Yep.
3 decades.
Yep.
And we get to witness a few things, a few changes they've witnessed during that period. I know you've watched the docu,
Sure.
and I'd like to get your thoughts on the show.
I enjoyed the show, the docu, because it's different in terms of just through the character Fatuma, right? First of all, she's been a seaweed farmer living in Jambiani, Zanzibar. She has 4 children. We get to immerse ourselves in, first of all, her personal life. We get even to see her interacting with her, like one of her sons who's just newly married, interacting with the new daughter-in-law. We get to see her farming. We get to see her learning swimming. We get to see her going to the market. We get to even her personal pain, quote unquote, when her house burns down. She takes us through that whole journey, and we get also to see how her support system in terms of her best friend, who they really hang out together, work together, learn together. So it's a beautiful documentary told through the eyes of Fatma, and apart from just the seaweed farming, we get to understand her as a character, and she brings it out to she brings the life in that documentary. So I really liked the Tides of Life documentary.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you for that lowdown and breakdown for the show. And
Yes.
I urge our listeners to go watch it.
Yep.
It's a very beautiful docu.
Yep.
But also I've seen quotes by the doctor, Dr.
Narima Jidawi.
Yes,
Jidawi, yes.
Jidawi, who's a senior marine biologist.
Yes.
And who's actually been helping and tracking seaweed production in the Tanzanian coast.
Yes.
And we see the changes that have been brought by what she attributes to changes in weather and climate.
Yes.
In this case, seaweed farming production.
Sure.
The yields have gone down from, I think, 16,000 tons to around 6,000 annually. This is over a period between 1994 to around 2024.
Correct.
And we see the plight of also the farmers who don't understand what's causing this shortfall.
Yeah.
And we love the fact that the doctor takes time to interrogate and find out the farmers' thoughts, and also educate them a bit on changes in weather and climate.
Yes.
And what that pertains to the audience.
Yeah, just in addition to what you are saying, a few years ago, these women were completely financially independent. But you can see these days they're struggling to make ends meet with the profits from the seaweed harvesting, as you were saying. It was affected between 1994 and from about 1994 to about 2024, thereabouts. So they face numerous challenges because they have inadequate technology to climate change, as well as social and cultural constraint. That's why you'll see a character like Fatuma is very much aware of the current challenges in the industry, as she has been directly affected by the shifts and the loss of income caused by climate change. Yeah. So what they decide to do is try and go deeper into the ocean to try and harvest in deeper waters. And for them to, in order to harvest with these nets, one needs to either know how to swim or to have boat handling skills, which most of the women do not have. As a result, some of them have recently started taking swimming lessons. So that they can cut down on paying the farmers to harvest on their behalf. So, and also looking forward, you'll see some of the women have switched to more recent and profitable industry of sponge farming. So Fatuma, you'll see her and her friends taking into consideration these upcoming challenges for her and her community, and preparing to shift for a better future.
Yeah, correct. And also doing value addition for their seaweed product. So not just the seaweed itself.
Correct.
So they make oils from that. They make spices out of the seaweed. And we see these, I'd call them round tables of women who come together and sort of try and add value to the end product and market it and see whether they can stretch their profit margin, which is also very beautiful. And I think it's a very good source of women empowerment.
Correct.
And actually improving society.
And also, as you're saying, Fatuma, you can see she's recorded some of the benefits, like after her, how much money she had when her house was burning down, and how much she's been able to buy, what she's been able to buy. So it's a lucrative project, and if they can just be able to just now adapt to the changing climate and all that, I think it's something that they can be able to benefit a lot of women, not only in Zanzibar, but a lot of women in that geographical area where they can be able to access the sea or an ocean or a water body where seaweed can be able to grow.
Correct. I think we leave it at that. Thanks, Jeff, for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
Watch Tides of Life and also your upcoming projects.
Okay, thank you so much, Kim, for having me. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Yep.